Hello, welcome to Glasgow Rangers Nation. I'm Owen James. This is your Rangers news reaction. This is a reaction to Rangers 3, Kilmarnock 1. A good performance today by Rangers. A much improved performance by Rangers. Look, I'm not saying it was the perfect performance. I'm not saying it was all singing or dancing. But what I am saying is there was progress there. There was signs of a style. There was signs, hallelujah, of a style of play. Woohoo! Thank God for that. I also want to start the video by saying a massive thank you to my partner, my missus, my better half, Nav. It's her birthday today, but she let me do a live watch along and do a reaction video on her birthday. She's gone off to her mum's and left me watching the football and doing it on her birthday. Nav, I love you so much. You're amazing. Thank you for being there for me all the time. You're just the greatest. You're just amazing. Right, let's get back to the game. Obviously, Rangers winning 3-1. Danny Rohl made obviously a number of changes to the starting 11 today. Jack Butland in goal, as expected. Back four was Tav. I mean, look, there is nobody else, no matter what you think of him. Cornelius came in place of De Giga, which was the right move to make. De Giga has been an absolute bomb scare this year. Suter and Magoma. Magoma has come in for a lot of criticism recently. I thought he played very well today. We seem to have a bit of a 4-4-2 going on as well. With obviously Gassama. Well, it was actually a 3-5-2, actually, wasn't it? It was three at the back, Tav, Suter and Cornelius there. And then obviously the midfield, we had Asgard, Raskin and Dio. Wing backs were Gassama and Magoma. And the front two were Miovski and up front Danilo back into the team. So some big calls from the manager and brave calls from the manager as well. And I think he got it right. And it's good to see Danny Rohl starting to stamp his authority on this team, starting to really show that he is the boss and he's getting his play, putting the players in how he wants them. And the other really refreshing thing today was to see us change formation, to change the way we played. Is really, it's great to see. It's great to see, the fact that he changed formation, that he adapted, and he's willing to do that, which is so unlike, what Russell Martin was like. He was so intransigent, so didn't want to change anything, wanted everything just to be his way or no way, which is great to see. Look, I thought Cornelius had a great game today. He got his goal, very, very good goal. A header into the back of the nets to put us 1-0 up. They get the equaliser. Yes, Jack Butland is to blame. He comes flying out, misses the punch, drops to the back post. Danny loses his man. Look, Danny loses his man, and then, they score. Tav could have blocked it, I know, but it is what it is, guys. Disappointing. At that point, you start to worry. But Rangers fought back. They played well. Miovski has a goal disallowed. Probably rightly so. He was offside. Change at half time, Miovski off, more on. I don't know why that was, if Miovski was injured or something, I didn't hear. I'll hopefully pick that up over the next few coming days on that one. But Moore came on, played quite well when he came on. I know he's had a fair bit of criticism recently, but did do very, very well when he came on. Second half, I think what was really refreshing was to see us go again in the second half. It wasn't a fall off. It was more of a 90-minute performance today, and that was what was good. We moved the ball quicker, we attacked better. I think, look, I'm not saying it's perfect. There's still things we can improve. I think we can create more chances for the strikers. But we could have won 5-1 today if both those goals hadn't been chalked off in the end. Rangers come out the second half. Like I said, Moore's on. Performance was good. I think all the subs that Danny Rohl made today were good, active substitutions. They were good subs. They made a difference to the game. And that was really refreshing for me, that we actually the changes we made a difference, and actually put us in a position to actually kick on there and really made a difference, and that is great, better than Russell Martin did. Danilo gets the second goal. Great to see Danny get a goal. Lovely ball in by Magoma. Lovely little flicked header by Danny into the corner, makes it 2-1 Rangers. We go on and get a third. Chimiti comes on, and in classic Glasgow Rangers Nation style, the live chat and myself hammering Chimiti to death, and he goes and scores. Just like last season when we did it on multiple occasions with multiple people, they then score a goal. Pleased for the big man to get a goal. Hopefully now he can kick on, show us that he's worth that £8.5 million. I thought he did all right when he came on, actually. His touch was better. He held the ball up better. You know, maybe, just maybe, Danny Rohl's coaching is having a positive influence on this team. Maybe Danny Rohl is starting to put across what he wants, his style, his way of playing. Now, he's only had a short time to work with the team, of course. But maybe, just maybe, he's starting to get there with what he's doing. So that was really refreshing to see that Danny Rohl got that goal. So that Danny Rohl did that. At the end of the day, look, I think it was a so much better performance by the boys today. And that's refreshing. Raskin scores, that's chalked off. But like I said, the big thing for me today is progress. And that's what we saw today, progress. A 3-1 win. We're up now to 5th in the league, I think it is. 1 point behind Dundee United. Forward motion, better play, better performance by Rangers today, and that's the key thing. And it's great to actually watch a game, enjoy watching the game, and come away with it with a little bit of optimism, a little bit of positivity towards the team, which has been so lacking this season. And that's not me being negative, that's the genuine fact that it's been so hard to find something positive to say about Rangers this season. But that was better today. Like I said, I'm not going to get carried away. I'm not saying we're winning the league. Hearts, I think, are favourites to win the league at the moment. They were great today, beating Celtic 3-1. Always good to see Celtic lose. But a much better performance by Rangers today. Much better performance. And look, we go on now to Wednesday night against Hibs away. That's going to be a really tough game away at Easter Road. And it's going to be a test that this is not a false dawn against a not great Kilmarnock team, that we can kick on and get a good result on Wednesday night. Then obviously next Sunday, the semi-final against Celtic. I mean, that is an absolute... I know it's not a 6-pointer because of the fact it's a cup game, but realistically, whoever loses that game, their season's going to be in dire straits. If they lose, get ready for the meltdown. I mean, I think if we play as we did today, we can beat Celtic. They're not a good side this season. They really are a bad side this season. And I think, even you go back to that Old Firm game at Ibrox where we weren't great, they were equally as bad. And that was under Russell Martin. So surely, hopefully, we can kick on and do better next Sunday against Celtic and win that League Cup. But look, as Danny says, one game at a time. It's Wednesday night. We go into Wednesday night. Let's hope there's forward motion. Let's hope we kick on from this and the players continue to develop and improve as they have done today. Like I said, I thought 1 to 11 today, decent. The subs, Max Aarons came on. Max Aarons actually looked decent today when he came on. Maybe we underestimate the effect Russell Martin was having on these players. The fact that he was taking all their confidence away, turning them into bad players. It can happen, guys. Bad coaches can do that. But much more positive today. A win, and that's the key thing, guys. I'd love to know your thoughts on today's game. Who was your man of the match? What was your thoughts on the game? My man of the match today is Derek Cornelius. Thought he was great. Guys, really happy today. Much more positive, and I will catch you on the next one. Guys, let's do it again Wednesday night.